Hello. So is this just wonderful lying here in this? I don't know what you call this. You can see it's attached to the trees, so I can swing forth and back. Slowly, just wee. Um. Well, today has just been a day of joy and ease, and what I'd like to talk about today is it's about God actually. Because for me, it's been a long journey towards that thing, that energy, that creative power that for me is God. But to use the word has been a long journey for me because for me, the word has been connected to fights. When I think of religion, I think of fights between people that have different beliefs, and that has actually frightened me a lot. And God was for me in childhood something I connected my grandparents with. They were praying before eating, and they were going to church and stuff. But and I actually liked the church, the space, the room, that sacredness, that sacred feeling. But there was something about Christianity I didn't like. I felt like it was judgmental in some way. And I felt like I felt kind of locked in something because of this book, some written rules that I didn't I couldn't see myself in. I didn't feel free, didn't feel the freedom. But after discovering shamanism and this whole view of nature and us connected and about this creative energy, this universal source of energy, then I can relate it to something called God. You can use that word. I don't have to use the word. I can call it universal power, or just the universe, or just I can actually call it whatever because I'm not a member of any religion. But I really understand people who are. I really understand why it is important, or why it can be really releasing, like a relief when you believe in something bigger than yourself, when you actually feel that you are part of something really huge and that you are not the greatest being. Because I think that when mankind think of themselves as the highest species, they tend to forget to take care of Earth. And I feel like we forget that. It makes us very self-centered when we only think about ourselves and our species and how we can control everything else around us. And what I experienced with shamanistic way of seeing, or animistic way of seeing life, or holistic way of seeing it, it's kind of the same. That everything is united. It's like I see it like the big cosmos, the big universe is built by the same atoms, as the smallest little ant or a small cell in our body. There are so many patterns there I like, whether you view the world from outer space or you view the world from inside a body. And that is just That is so amazing for me. And when something is really, really amazing, you know, and hard to grasp, like infinity, or, you know, just looking up in the stars at night, you know, that's when I feel connected with this God or this universal energy. And I feel humble and grateful and humble, yeah. And I think it makes me a better person in some way, because then I don't take things for granted. I don't expect things to be my way. I kind of acknowledge the flow of life itself. I acknowledge the circles and how everything recycles. And when I see myself in this giant pattern, then things fall to place, you know. Then it's like being member of this big, huge family where we're all part of this in this together, right? And I don't feel alone like I did before, when I didn't believe in anything, when I haven't been able to put my feelings into words. I didn't know how to. I only felt the lack of things. I only felt emptiness, and I was really searching for this thing in my life, and then it came. Actually, it started when I was pregnant, and then I discovered shamanism, and everything fell into place for me, actually. So now, part of my morning ritual is actually to pray to God. And I still can feel a little bit not embarrassed, but there's still something clinging to that word that, you know, I don't say it to people. Actually, now I say it in a video, because now I'm ready for it. And I have said it once to my boyfriend that I was praying, and I can see he was like, "Whoa, are you? Because you don't believe, you know, you're not religious, are you?" And I told him how my view of God was, and then he could better understand it. So I think that's actually I really like praying. I like to say thank you for all things that are happening, and then I can always ask for help. And that's such a warm feeling to have someone, it sounds like a person, but to be able to address your wanting, your needing, your confusion, your whatever. Address it to something bigger than you, and to believe that it will help you. And then I don't need to know anything more, right? I don't need to investigate. So what is this energy? And, you know, I don't need proof of it existing. I just have to believe it. Then it's working. So that was my story for today. See you tomorrow.